!HC in the chat, and it'll bring up the website. And if you're looking for a good time, come play.
Community fresh hardcore.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Roll level 1. Okay, Ellaby. She's got the Knolls in Westfall. She's on a warlock.
I like how she commits.
She's really weak right now though. She doesn't have instant cast corruption. She has rank 1 corruption.
Yep. And then the daze comes out, bro.
Oh, dude, she didn't train at 15. So warlock 14 is like the biggest level ever for warlock because you get. I think her talents might be messed up then, right? Because you should have instant cast corruption at this point and rank 2 corruption. We didn't put the talent point in.
At 15, yeah, you should have instant cast corruption.
Yeah, in the next rank of it. Maybe you should have the next rank of it, but yeah, nice try.
Yup.
GG. Ellaby's been
GG, Ellie?
pumped up characters.
By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. I asked Stay Safe if he wanted to be on F's in chat, and he left me on red. And then I went into his stream, and he said, "Oh shit, I forgot to reply to your DM." So he owes me an F's in chat appearance. He said it live on stream, and I clipped it. So we'll get Stay Safe on like maybe the first F's in chat we do when Oldalore comes out, where we're talking about Wrath of the Lich King. We can get him on there. He does that all the time. Yeah. Doesn't he, right? We got another one here. Stonecoat. Giga Chat of the community, by the way. He streams World of Warcraft in the art section because he's usually making pixel art for people. It's his full-time job.
I need to get
Stonecoat's
closer.
a badass. He said, "Motherfucker gave me tetanus."
Okay, let's guess what. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Bank's potion.
You just know.
It's not even what I thought.
This is,
You just done.
just gonna do some mic tests real quick to just see how my audio is because I want to talk. I want to talk more. So, testing. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Testing.
It is too far away. Not still recharging.
Alright, seems like it works. Everything is super loud compared to my voice, so whatever.
Son, dog, you just done.
Oh, no, motherfucking bitch shit.
Appropriate.
No, that was a scripted response. That was scripted what he just said. That was a scripted reaction to dying.
Not at all.
What do you mean?
Instant.
What do you? No,
Not at all. That is pain. On
That
a
was
level
scripted.
17 warrior.
Motherfucking bitch shit.
Dude, he
Scripted.
was in the clear.
Leveling my weapon skill.
Scripted. We're moving on. Scripted. This is gonna be a good clip right here, guys.
I'm gonna mute my mic for a little
I
bit.
like
Watch the show.
Tyrannosaur. Hey, chat. We all know Tyrannosaur, right?
Listen, the reason this clip is so great because Tyrannosaur's done the challenge a couple times. He's looking for that next hit. He's looking for that next high. He's taking down Warlord Crom at level 19 in the Barrens. He's going for the guard strat.
Hell yeah, dog. You guys ready?
Yeah, this is counterattack, right? The final part of the chain. With all the
He's kiting the Warlord to the crossroads, right?
Let's go.
Because he's based.
That was so hard. Like I just beat me.
Tyrannosaur is the dopest of all
Peanut, I'm in
dopes.
trouble.
Peanut, I'm in trouble. Oh yeah,
Notice
we
he
get the fall
didn't get
damage.
glue, bro. Notice he didn't get glue, man. No glue.
Ah,
No
he's
glue.
in range.
Should have got glue, bro.
Maybe he got it. Maybe he's just not on his bars.
Nah.
The miss. And then watch this.
Oh god.
Watch his parry.
Oh, he parried it. Oh no! No!
Scripted gamerling. That's a
No,
that's, a
dude.
that's a gamerling for content.
Wiki, no. Watch how instant it is.
No,
That
okay, look.
that is a real gamer lean. That
No,
is a
that
real
is
gamer lean. Take notes.
literally I
Take
did
notes.
the same
Take notes.
thing, Gargo.
Next time, no, you did the lean forward, the like
No, look, you
premeditate.
can see it in his eyes. Look, you can see it. No, look, he's thinking about it right here. Look at his face.
No.
He's thinking about it. Watch. He dies. He immediately, his eyes go to the left, and he goes, "How do I min-max
Play,
content?"
just play it right now. Listen.
Boom. Left. Look to the left. Boom.
Instant.
And then he
That's
decides to do it.
That's
No.
real.
No.
That passes the vibe check.
No, that's scripted, bro. That is so scripted.
No, that's continuation. 100%.
That's scripted.
That was continuation. We call that
Scripted.
shooting fell.
That's scripted. That's what that is. That's scripted.
But
Continuation,
honestly,
yeah, he traveled.
honestly, I think Tyrannosaur would probably admit this too. He probably was disrespecting the game mode a little bit in the sense of like, and we do that all the time, right? We die all the time, Grays. Like, but I guess you don't die anymore. Actually, you're pretty beast mode with it. But forward characters, while it's still giving you XP, should go get Slumber Sand and go get Sticky.
So
Just
here's Tyrannosaur doing a no-hit run. If you take damage, you delete
I
your
love
character.
these no hit run.
Watch this, guys.
Bridge and Teldrassil.
Let's watch this chat together. If Tyrannosaur takes damage, he has to delete his character.
Is he gonna get Y-axis? Oh, sneak attack from behind. Here it comes.
No, he's just dumb. 3 damage.
Just reaction like he already.
no.
He took 3 damage.
Look at his face. Look at his face, dude.
Welcome to One Life Runs, you guys. Welcome to no damage.
Can you go back to the second he takes the damage though?
It's
Like,
another level of gameplay, you guys.
It's the disappointed dad look for me.
So
watch his face. Watch it. As soon as he takes the 3, watch him like realize it.
He's fucking with like ambience up and he hears the female night elf.
Wait, Grace, say that again. Here's the what? The female night elf what? Just give one more time. One more time.
Wiki.
Just,
How about you reenact it for me, Wiki?
Grace, are you sure you gotta go? Because we do have some fucking banger clips. Okay, I got one more for you. One more. Give
But
me
it's
one
Friday
more.
night. It's Friday night.
Yeah, give me one more, bro. You're gonna want this one.
Oh my god.
Now
Guys,
get
go
the
game.
fuck off the call. No, I'm just- let me add the Reddit to the call. Too. I can figure out how to do that. Yeah, you cool for like 30 more minutes, K-God?
Oh, I'm chilling, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possibly big.
Those are for his future incoming things and emotes.
I think
So,
there's like a
so he
flex
has
and a
cry,
laugh.
flex, cheer, laugh, salute, thank, rip, hi.
Oh, that's pretty wholesome, bro.
Yeah.
That's pretty wholesome.
Dude, this music gives me a little.
Yeah, it's actually
This
really
is
sad.
rough, dude.
So watch
Yeah.
when he dies. Watch the guild chat. Look how wholesome our community is. Boom. Reported death in the guild chat. The Fs just flood in.
Yeah.
You've taught them well, Wiki.
God, we have such a cool world that we
It has been really nice though. Like recently, I feel like it's been very we're like in a honeymoon stage of hardcore because the Fs are really snappy and like no, even if you die at level 3 or something, you get so many people giving you Fs and stuff and cheering you on.
Dude, I was doing a duo with Evora, and she's never played WoW before, right? Like literally never. And she's decided to start with a hardcore duo, right?
Oh, yeah,
So-
with you, right?
Yeah. So we were doing it, and fucking, she dings, and I was like, "Oh, grats, you ding," and she's like, "What do you mean ding?" And I had to explain it. It was like culture shock to me because I was like, "She doesn't know what a ding is." So
Oh,
I
yeah.
told her type ding in guild chat, right? So she types ding in guild chat, and then all the grats flood in, and we literally dinged like level 2. Right?
Yeah.
And people were just like giving her hella, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool as fuck." And then the next time she dinged, she typed ding in guild chat at level 3, and nobody said shit. And then one guy was like, "You just dinged level 3." So she got like immediate like the best of the Warcraft community and like what it's actually like all in the same hour of
First one was
gameplay.
free, dude. The first one was
That's
free.
Yeah, the first one.
Gave her the pass, dude, and then
Yeah, what the fuck? You just dinged 3. I'm not gonna grats you. Would you spit on your keyboard and level up? Here's this Arrivas in. We all know what's gonna happen here, right? These runners are just crazy.
Let's see.
It's the runners, dude. They run at like 8 million speed.
Looks like it's going okay though.
Is this a boomkin, by the way?
Yo, he is a boomkin.
Oh yikes! Runners.
There you go.
Oh wow!
There you
Look
go.
at that. Who would have saw that?
3 of them.
Runners, dude.
4 of them.
4 of them, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a gang in New York City, bro. They start coming out of the manholes in the ground and shit when you piss one of them off.
He didn't even misplay, man. He didn't even misplay.
No,
His
he
only
didn't.
misplay is coming here at this time. He actually kills the mob. It's not like the mob that he's killing goes and aggroes all this. He just kills it. It's fine.
Yeah.
He just aggroes these. I think these guys have a really large aggro.
Well, like, there's nothing on the screen at all. Nothing on the screen. He does inner combat right there, but like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Hey, chat. We're getting to the point now where the levels are going to be getting pretty high here pretty fast. So if you see someone and they die, it is customary on F's in chat. We put an F in the chat when somebody dies. If you don't have a sub, there's a free emote if you follow me. You can copy and paste this one. If you're a follower, you can use that in my chat for free. And we did this just for F's in chat, so you guys can spam F's to show respect to the people who put a lot of time and effort into their characters and then perish. So I appreciate all you guys.
That's still
The hardcore
recharging.
community also appreciates you guys too. That's one thing I wanted to talk about over the years of doing F's in chat. A lot of people have approached me and said like, I just died, but my death isn't actually finalized until I get to watch it on F's in chat. Which is
Yo, can we get
really
a-
cool.
Can we get a heart as well if this community does mean a lot to you, or if it's really brings you some happiness, you really enjoy it here?
Hell
I'll
yeah,
put one in
brother.
the chat as well. I enjoy it a lot, man.
I also love to see the first time chatters popping up in chat too. That's so dope. You guys are sick.
Yeah.
Welcome
We're like
in.
a super niche, right? We're a niche within a niche within a niche within a niche, but
I need to get closer.
Yeah, we're like a
Yeah.
niche community within the classic community of within World of Warcraft, within just in the like not retail.
We're like a niche community within the classic era, classic WoW community.
Yeah. By the way, we have a fresh event. We're doing a pseudo fresh. Oh, what? Laugh with 10 gifted subs?
Woo,
Thank you
Lathos.
so much. Holy shit. Thank you.
Thank you, Lathos.
We have a fresh event coming up on the 15th, you guys. If anyone wants to make a character, if you've never played hardcore, if you want to try it, if you've heard about it before, if you watched Stay Safe do it before, give us
look for
give it a
vanilla,
shot.
man. Even if you're not into the one life stuff, if vanilla is home, that's the way I always equated it. Like vanilla is home for me. TBC is really fun. Wrath is really fun. They're like exciting vacations. It's like going to Disneyland for a second, but it's not really home. You know what I mean? Vanilla is the World of Warcraft for me, and like
Yeah.
I know some of you are just hankering to play vanilla, right? So
Yeah, and we're doing a fresh event. It's the perfect event. We're actually making characters on the 15th of December, so next week. And we are going to use those characters no matter what level they get to, Alliance or Horde.
Still recharging.
And we're going to run at a world boss and try and kill it, no matter what level. So we might have some 60s. We might have like 200 level 40s. We're gonna try and kill a world boss, and if you die, you delete your character. And it'll be Alliance and Horde because we can all work together, just bum rush this boss and try and kill it. So we're trying to bolster our ranks of players for that. And there's a bunch of other cool shit we're doing after that, which is pretty dope. So I appreciate you guys, and thanks for supporting the stream too, with follows and that fucking laugh with the 10 gifted. That's fucking nuts. Stupid. I don't know why you're doing this. Thank you though. Boom! Dina Kina playing a warrior named Get Slammed.
oh no, dude, I was
Oh.
watching this warrior. It died.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
this is
that's why it's on the show.
Yeah, I was watching her.
Can we get an F on the chat for the homies who died during this stream?
Oh my
I've
god.
got two whispers of people who have died during the stream.
So we're in Knoll Camp in Red Ridge, eh?
Yo,
Oh my god, she has so many mobs.
That's
that's an entire camp and a half. That's
She's-
six mobs.
She's just standing her ground too.
Yeah,
Is that?
because she's a fucking based warrior. Look at her go.
yeah.
She's getting slammed.
You get more rage if you're getting hit by more things.
True. But I'm interested to see what the Dina Kina death pose is. I don't think I've ever seen a Dina Kina death pose.
Oh shit, I have multiple fucking guys on me? Oh no.
Pink pigtailed gnome warrior, kind of based. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
Engineering
I was
models are
thinking-
on.
Yeah.
Where's
If
the
I
Tina?
roll,
No, 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 no,
if
no.
I roll an alliance warrior at any point, I think I'm going female gnome.
I can't.
Yo, to be honest, she lived a lot longer than I would have lived.
Carry anymore.
Oh, hands over the mouth
Hands
pose.
over the mouth pose. Let's go back
That's a
to
good
that.
one. That's a
Yeah.
good one.
She did a lot better than I would have done in this. I fucking suck.
Once upon a time, bro, getting to 28 on a warrior, really early in hardcore, this was already crazy. I used to have a distinct memory of like talking to chat and being like, "Yo, you guys think what level do you guys think we can get to?" Like unironically, like people were like, maybe like if you get to 17, that'd be sick.
Mhm.
You know, getting to 28, it's pretty solid.
Little wild and crazy. You guys, sorry, my dog over here is going crazy. I've got a German Shepherd and she's killing me right now. What is this, Cargos? What's happening here?
What's up?
Is this Scarlet Monastery with you and Grace for days?
Oh yeah. This is
I'm just gonna let
man.
this play, and I'm gonna let you guys commentate on it because I have to take my dog out back real quick while this plays. So I'll let you give the commentary.
shit. There's a
Dude, I was watching this live.
Okay, you're still here. So I'm running out at this point, and I see a monk, which is a pretty very strong mob.
We have a bunch. We have to run it.
Oh shit!
We have to run.
Do you think at this moment, if you guys had turned and fought, you would have been okay?
So fucking hot. So
You have a dummy?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so I
do,
can
just keep running,
get
keep
healing thread?
probably.
Oh shit, that's a lot of mobs.
It is. Keep running. I'm gonna
The only
dummy
thing
here,
I'd say
dummy
that.
here.
I'll just shut up for a second.
I'm gonna dash out, dog.
Dude, they all respawn.
Mage, if you can Nova, can you Nova up here? Nova.
Oh, I'm super dead. 100% dead here. They all respawn. The entire instance respawn. I'm dead.
God damn it.
Yeah, so I think if we did turn it on him, it would be a hard battle. The thing I have to say is they're very low level. They're in like they're lower than the monks and shit like that. And
Yeah.
there's like 4 or 5 mobs on us. I think we did kind of panic. At least I did when I saw because what actually that happened is I think Grays might have pulled the room. See how he was jumping back and forth there? He pulled that side room.
Well,
that
the
has-
Yeah.
dungeon's
mobs
over,
in it.
right? You guys had
Dungeon's
already
over, but we
completed
didn't
the
clear that
dungeon.
room though. Can you go back?
Yeah.
Can you go back a little bit?
Yeah. Let's go to the very beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah, right here.
Right here, he might have body
Right there
pulled
to the
that
right.
entire room. Yeah.
Yeah. But the dungeon was also respawning, and the thing is, it was also kind of my fault too, because I was missing a quest for SM. So I ran out, I ran to Understanding and Ghost Wolf and got the quest and came back. And they
Yeah.
were clearing the dungeon, and that was like 15 minutes they spent just clearing the dungeon. So once we had,
you 5-man this though, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
This is a meme in our community that we've created, you guys. Consent is poggers, okay? Here's why.
Not still recharged.
You 5-man this, and 2 of your group members fucking hearthstoned out at the very end. Clearly, because you're trying to run out with 3 people and the whole dungeon's respawning, right? Did you consent to allowing them to leave after the run?
no,
Or
but
did
that
they
is
just,
what
did,
that,
I
they
don't
just
know.
dip set on you?
Wait,
Yeah, they
that's
need
how
to
it. That's how you're thinking this works.
Well, yeah, you have to communicate to your group and say, hey guys, I'm
It
gonna
is nice.
hearthstone. Or
If-
do you need
if
help
you-
getting out?
I think that if the dungeon's over, you are welcome to hearth out.
you are. And the thing is, you have to understand, Winky.
Ah,
We're actually really disrespectful here. I'm just keeping it a buck right now because we're streaming and we're not typing to them at all. We're literally being bad party members because we're talking to chat and stuff. So we're just here like as a hollow husk of a player playing this dungeon. We're not communicating with them. They owe us nothing, dude. We're just like dirtbag streamers here.
no, they
And
owe you as
so
hardcore members.
He pulled the ripcord and left. That's what you're supposed to do. I remember early into the hardcore arc, we learned that SM respawns pretty quick. And enough time had passed that we forgot that information. So like we cleared the dungeon pretty slow, and this is textbook example of disrespecting the game mode, right? Like where we did like I've completed hardcore challenge 4 times. Like we're not gonna die, dude. Imagine dying Omega low. Like
How does
and-
Grays always live through this shit?
Grace has got the blessed little brother energy, bro. He's like he's the fucking chosen one, dude. I'm telling you, man. He's like the main
Dude.
character in the anime or something. I swear.
He has dealt with so much survivor's guilt over the years.
Yeah. But this is, I mean, you just have to leave the dungeon. Like right after, don't talk about loot. We're talking about illusionary rod right here, this whole time.
Yeah, chat's
which-
saying that you're spending all your time bitching about the rod, and that's what happened. You guys,
Yeah, well, the rod, people just need to understand that rod, the stats on it are worth nothing. It's dirt, bro. Give it to the people who can use the actual weapon damage of it, but no one will ever understand that. That's what we were talking about, that every time that you take that illusionary rod or need on it as a shaman or a warrior or whatever, there's like a couple people in the Twitch chat that are just thinking you're a complete ninja, like scumbag, and there's nothing you can do or say to those people.
Yeah,
So
understandable.
we're talking that, and we died. We just didn't realize that the entire dungeon respawned on us. I think the comms were kind of sick though. We doubted our boots and our feet in SM running out with good comms like that. I posted the clip on YouTube. I had like 10K views immediately.
People love death clips, man. That's one thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
is guaranteed. People love.
You
people
could
love death
you could
clips.
probably make like a whole show about.
Yeah, you could
that.
probably make like a whole podcast about it for one of these days. Yeah.
Yeah, so we
I
should
know
really
I
do that.
love death clips.
I love Tyrannosaur.
Okay, you know what? Okay, controversial topic time, guys. Let's talk about something that's polarizing, very polarizing. All right, this is a hot take.
I can't carry anymore.
Lavishly jeweled ring in Dead Mines. What class do you prio that to
There's no problem, man.
Hunter.
on a hardcore run?
Yeah, Hunter.
It's definitely. I think it's a hunter ring. It's Agi Int, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a hunter or paladin ring. That's what I think.
Nah, I think if you have a mana bar, you need that shit.
If you have a mana bar, you need that shit.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
if you have a
okay.
mana bar, you need that shit.
You know a fun fact about my brother?
What?
My older brother played on classic launch, like vanilla launch, right? Like the re-release of vanilla launch. And he was in our guild. And everyone was like level 20. It was right on launch, like a couple days after launch. My brother gets guild kicked from the guild that we're in together. We're leveling together. He gets G kicked because he took the lavishly jeweled ring from a priest.
As a what class?
As a warrior. He's a warrior. So my brother needs on this lavishly jeweled ring when it drops, like the first one on the server, right? Like that drops, and they go, why would you take that? And my brother RP walks to this fucking priest, and he goes, you don't know shit about warrior, fuck you. And then took the ring
my
and Hearthstoned out of the dungeon.
Yeah, he deserved that one, bro. He deserved that one.
No, so like, what is
This
it? There's
my brother's just based, bro. He just
there's 2 cloth items in
it's so
SFK
funny.
that have like int agi stam. There's I think it's like the shoulders and the robe. Like I don't think I've ever rolled need on them as a hunter, but I'm always tempted to.
There's also that what's that back piece in Wailing Caverns? It's like 6 agi and like
This
2
might be
stam.
this might be a hot take, bro. But only thing that matters is weapons, bro. Is weapons.
That is
everything
so-
else doesn't matter. Just pass on everything, bro. If it's a weapon, then yeah, then it's a conversation. You know what I mean? But
I was in a Wailing Caverns the other day on one of my characters, and I lost.
Oh,
that.
bragging? Okay.
I lost the.
Someone gets high enough level to do Wailing Caverns. Okay.
No, so I lost the agi cloak when it dropped as a rogue. I lost it to a priest.
Oh.
That priest is in chat right now too. Fuck you, Wayncroft. Anyway, moving on. He did it as a troll. He literally needed on the cloak as a meme, and he won it. He didn't think he was gonna win it.
That's
This is Leon.
the most
you guys.
ridiculous shit ever.
We're level 40
I really
now,
love. I just may just point out real quick. I love like this dude's like stream assets are just really insane. Like,
high quality
giving me
production
nerd chills
value.
right now, dude. I think you hit up Brandon for sure.
Dude, does he have Whirlwind X?
Yeah. He's a
What a
Giga
Chad.
Chad. He's level 41
Yeah.
with a whirlwind axe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, his damage is insane too.
Dude, this is such a rough spot to
Why
be
does he
in,
have 2 things on his bar? Why does he have Sunder and Hamstring and that's it? What the fuck?
Because he's based, bro. Look at him. He has E
'Cause
up
we-
here. Whirlwind's on E, right?
Where's
Demo
everything? Yeah,
shell.
he's using default. It's not even hidden somewhere.
No, it's
Oh,
what
I
do you
see.
mean?
Yeah.
He has
He's-
Heroic Strike
he's-
on Q. Wait, did he just click his stance change? Hold on.
Oh no.
Yo, he mouse clicks his stance change.
Oh no, dude. It's okay. it's okay.
What?
He's learning, bro. He's learning. He's learning.
He's not learning.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy's built diff.
He's learning. bro.
Leon Drake, I love you.
He's
By the
working
way,
on it,
I
bro.
love people. I love this shit.
I can't. I mean, I died on a warrior yesterday.
Yeah,
and I
you
was
can't
not
talk
42.
shit. Honestly, level 42.
Bro, he made it to 42 on Warrior. Yes,
42
he's
is
clicking.
solid.
Yes, he's clicking his stances, but I bet you motherfuckers most of
So,
you couldn't make
what
it
was it that
42
killed him?
on
The
Warrior.
runner
His
pulled the
race,
rest of the camp? Like that one
There's-
runner, right?
Yeah,
He
these
got
guys
this one
run
low.
fast.
Yeah, and
There's also a caster on him still.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
He
he's
can't
getting
see
hit by
something-
fireballs.
Right. Yeah, those. Oh, yeah, those fireballs hurt. Yeah, and the runner pulls the other ones.
This is where Grays died on his. Is he was doing a.
This is Era Ellie because in Wrath you can't have the Skittles buff. That's how I tell if it's Wrath or not. Usually Skittles buffs.
Yeah, he keeps getting netted also.
Just sitting in a net, dude, getting fireball, dude. Just Warrior things, man.
Based.
Sitting in a room.
Bro, did you see the stuff that faded off him too? He had agility, Oh my god, I messed it up.
But you
I
can go
fucked
back
up.
to the start of it. Because he's got
Yeah, he's got
Agi-
Rumsy Rum, bro. He's got food
Rum.
buff, stamina buff. Yeah, he's buffed up.
Agi armor,
He
strength.
needs that rallying cry of the battle or fucking Dragon Slayer, dude. How long do you
Yeah,
think it's
he
gonna
will.
take? Do you think anyone could ever drop an Oni head on Blood Cell right now? Is it even, is
Yeah.
it even possible?
There's somebody who actually wants to.
Can we get a flood of Fs, by the way?
They asked me about it, man. So
For
a dude
Leandric? That's
asked me
the
about it.
highest left we had. Oh, go
They
ahead.
have an Oni head that they can drop, and he was like, well, "What are your thoughts on that? Should we drop it on fresh?" Well, I don't know how you think about it during the server, but
I think you
like,
should drop it on fresh, bro.
I think I mean, there's no competition here, right?
Yeah,
all
we're
just
not.
having
It's there's
fun.
no like money involved with fresh or anything. That'd
Yeah.
be a cool thing to do. Like maybe like an hour into fresh.
Yeah, it's not a tournament or anything, right? We're all just trying to level up and have some fun. So if we
Yeah.
can get people to come to the city and drop it.
Yeah. You know how many people would die if they dropped an Oni buff and everyone was like level 5 and they got the Oni buff and they just started running
Dude.
crazy?
That's an old meme, right? Within the hardcore
Yeah.
community, is that always every time after world buffs would go out, there would be a sea of deaths.
What did we used to
'Cause
call
I'm
it?
gonna-
We used to call it World B buffs or something like that, right? There was like
Yeah.
there was a term for it.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
a bunch of confidence and you run into a cave and start,
And 3 pillagers 2-shot
your
you.
best life. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oni debuff. Yeah, that's right. That's what we call it. That's right.
Yeah, the Oni debuff. Yeah. What we have a lot of weird, niche, cool Oh shit!
Yo, what is this?
Oh, I forgot about this clip. This is level 52
Oh, this is Wrath.
in
Okay.
Wrath. Yeah, they're in Wrath, but they're running Sunken Temple, and the audio is terrible.
There's still 3 man in it.
Yeah, they're 3-manning Sunken Temple in Wrath.
This is from 3
With-
days ago. This is not an ancient clip. Isn't that cool that people are playing Wrath Hardcore like
Yeah.
right now? Like our community is big enough that there's people that are doing different things in it. You have
Yeah.
the era people, which feels like a huge amount of people, but there's still people pumping on Wrath, dude, trying to progress through.
Yeah, I mean, my warrior on Wrath. It's fun. It just doesn't feel like it feels like I'd rather do the old content in era.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't like Wrath doesn't get fun till you're in Northrend, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, we'll have Joyous Journey soon. So
I
True.
can't carry anymore.
True. I'll just boost my character. Emma, stop whining at me. You guys, my dog's whining at me. I'm sorry.
So-
figure out. We can hold it down.
So this is the healer. I'm assuming, right? Because they're not casting much.
Yeah.
They're just hurricaning.
yeah, they have enhanced feral resto.
Yeah.
So, oh man, he's getting clapped. Holy shit, dude. I assumed the ghost was gonna come get him or something.
Dude got deleted. No, I think it was the ghost, wasn't it? Hold on.
I don't know. Look, it's just the mobs are just on him because the tank gets feared, so the tank loses all the threat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just those troll mobs just run up. And just start
Can you
slapping him.
skip forward a few
up,
seconds? I want
dog.
to see how many Fs he gets, bro. I want to see how many Fs he gets.
I don't think. I mean, Capoeira's there.
Oh yeah. Actually, pretty good. Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
activity on the Wrath guild.
Pick up dog. My dog's 150 pounds, dude. I can't pick her up. She's huge. I mean, I could pick her up, but I don't want to. It would hurt. I'd throw my back out like an old man. This is just, yeah. I mean, they
You
lived
just,
through
like-
it. These two lived through it. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
that
if
was
we skip
yeah.
ahead. Yeah, they lived through it. They come back.
Oh my god.
Dude, during Road to Rag, there was some sick Sunken Temple stuff that happened too, right? Didn't we almost get a full
Yeah, it was
guild wipe
burning.
and there
It was
Yeah.
burning.
there's
Was
one
there?
or two
Remember?
survivors? That was like some Captain Phillips shit, man. It
Yeah,
was
dude.
crazy. We were watching them all drop off on guild chat, right? We're playing our game, right? And you see 51 dead, 52 dead, 53 dead, and you're just so tense, waiting for the whole group to wipe, and there ended up being one or two survivors.
Bro, the worst though was when you were in like during Road to Rag when you were in the elite guild, like the level 60 guild, and
Yeah.
you heard you were so used to hearing the noise, right? And then you heard the noise, and it's just like, bong! This person just died in Eastern Plaguelands, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit!
The pacing of the level 60 deaths at max level, we learned a lot during Road to Rag, right? Was pretty cool, man. There wasn't many. It
Or-
didn't go off all the time, right? You're literally playing for like a day or a couple days. It's
Yeah.
not popping at all.
Yeah.
When it hit, it was crazy, dude. Everyone, you just stopped what you were doing. You looked at it and you were just stunned. That it's
Yeah,
60 deaths.
or like when someone died, the first thing you did as a level 60 was you checked your guild tab to see if they were in a dungeon. Because if they were in a dungeon, you were like, who else is dying? You know, like
Yeah.
this, like it's a
Yeah.
slow roll. I'm just
I can't believe we all actually experienced it though. That was such a cool event, man. It was so cool to see that. Like people dying, everyone had the add-on enabled. Like someone was asking me the other day if there was a real hardcore server, would people still use the add-on? I think almost everybody would still use the add-on, mainly for that death alert.
Oh, that's why I want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could remove every other feature from it. I just want that.
If Blizzard did a real hardcore server, I don't know how many people would really push back on like, max level characters dying to do like a big alert, like a server wide alert or something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be, I think like, yeah.
This dog is killing me.
She just wants
She just wants
some
attention. She just loves the
wants to
attention.
hang out, man. She's just like chilling.
Yeah, she wants to hang out with chat. She's hi chat.
What level
All
60
right.
death and Road to Rag Tyrannosaur affected you the most out of all of them? That was just
After we killed Rag, we went back into Molten Core like a couple weeks later, and we lost 2 people on Gehennis. And I was at that time doing like the raid leading and stuff.
Dude, I was there for that. I was in
And
that raid.
that crushed my soul because I was just like, that's my fault, right? Like
Yeah.
I was the one that was there that was like trying to keep things going, and like
That was a
raid
rough
leading
raid,
and-
bro. That was a scary raid.
it was very rough. And yeah, losing 260s
Was
like
that that was the one where we fucked up the kiting, right? And the warriors died, right? Wasn't it like the Fury Warrior?
Well, the people who died to Ring of Fire, which is
Yeah.
like part of the frustrating thing because that was like I like distinctly someone clipped it too. They're like, here's you saying, hey, the one thing that's probably going to kill people is Rain of Fire, so don't die to Rain of
Well, yeah,
Fire.
because it was like this little tiny hill, and it was the melee that were in the Rain of Fire were getting line of sighted of the healers because
Yeah.
of this tiniest little bump in the ground.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
And then after the fact, like several people were like, why didn't anyone like mention not standing in Rain of Fire? And I was just like, I can't do this.
Yeah, it was rough, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
this
am
one.
very impressed though that you guys did Oni on some. Like that is
Oh,
a way
man.
harder fight than
Yeah,
Rexos.
Oni was disgusting. It was
How,
so
we lost
scary.
3. We lost 3 people on that Oni attempt.
Yeah,
At
that
that
was
point, going into Oni though, you guys were all ready to die, right?
I was mentally prepared for it. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
a lot of people
it's-
after Molten Core were mentally prepared to die.
Yeah.
I can't lie,
Oni,
dude. Like walking into Molten Core on your level 60 that you had just grinded Priebus on was probably one of the scariest things I've done in gaming ever.
It made WoW
Like-
feel extremely visceral and real. Every part of that, man, was just,
Yeah. Walking into Molten Core, bro, zoning in and just standing at the Molten Giants, like staring at them. And like, if you were there early, right? And you were there, and it was just like 3 of you. You're like, okay, if one of us just like their keyboard fucks up and the W key gets stuck,
all of us
gonna
were
die.
like hundreds of times, right? But when you stepped foot in there and you were pulling those molten giants, you guys were dead ass serious, right? Like 100% dialed
Yeah.
the fucking
Jomo-
hyper focused.
Jomo just said, I can't even begin to imagine how stressful it must have been to heal Road to Rag. Yeah, because Road to Rag, not only that, we learned that healers are the first people to die every time. It was like, we were losing
I learned
healers
that.
daily. Yeah, Tyrannosaur killed like 10 of them himself.
So if you're trying to be like a, if you're that type of person who you're trying to be like the big meat shield, you want to protect others, you want to do all that, like it's not even tank that you roll in a hardcore environment. You roll healer because it's the most. Yeah.
I think on a real hardcore server that isn't buffed raids, I think KT's doable. I think we could kill KT. With world buffs, on a real hardcore, just an era server that's hardcore, I think we could do it with world buffs.
So I don't think it's a matter of like the mechanics or anything like that. I think it's just, can we get enough people
I think if it's a real hardcore
to
server,
continue
you
to
would.
play?
I think you would get
I
the
hope
old school
so.
RuneScape Iron Man factor. I think people would come from far and wide and just start making characters. A lot of the rules people don't like you can't use the Oxygen House, solo self-found, that would just be wiped, right?
Yeah.
People would be able to play the game normally, just their character cannot resurrect, right? That's the dream for me. If you get griefed, grief the griefers, right? Make them re-level for 6 days to be able to grief again, right?
Yeah.
Like that's how it works. It would be so sick, dude.
It's gonna be so fun. I believe. Let me get a 1 in the chat or a heart or something if you believe that one day we'll get it. We'll get an actual hardcore server.
I think we'll get it.
I think we'll live to see the day, man. I think.
By the way, Tyrannosaur, I did confirm. I can say this, Cargos. This is something that I can say. I confirmed on Season of Mastery there was a changing buff for every boss in the game if you did it without dying. Up to KT. You could
All
have
the way.
done. You could have Petri Flasked KT and had the sickest, like, Super Saiyan Tal Rasha's armor glow. Like, dude, the coolest shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe no one did that. If you have a
No,
level
I mean,
60
dude,
I think
hardcore
one guy
character on
did.
Som,
Winky, I'm
One
telling you.
one guy
people-
did.
I want to find a
People
YouTube
from the
video of
outside
it.
looking in, bro, like they thought everything might have been rosy and stuff. I don't know if Dinosaur can comment on it, but a lot of people were just done, bro. Like,
Yeah.
in my opinion, we barely
Yeah.
crossed that finish line. It was not an easy task.
Yeah.
Like,
People
Yeah.
thought there was thoughts
Surround off.
going into that final 10 out of 10 MC where people were like, "Oh, you guys have like a million bodies to throw at this. You've dragged this thing out.
Surround on.
You know, you've done so many trash farms, all this stuff or whatever." We pulled in multiple fresh 60s to that 10 out of 10 MC run because we didn't have enough people that were either able to make the raid or interested in raiding or raid ready at all.
yeah.
And
Dude,
it
I'm
was
gonna
like,
say it, if you have a 60 on Som with the hardcore buff right now, with the Soul of Iron, this is going to be very controversial. Find a guild that is still raiding on Som or
Doesn't exist.
whatever,
I think there's none,
and
bro.
Petri Flask every boss. You only have to be in there for the last boss to get the buff, by the way. You don't have to be in the raid lockout for anything but the last boss. Show up, Petri Flask, get carried, send me a picture of what all of the buffs look like. Please. That'd
I
be
think
so
someone has
sick.
it. I do think someone has it, but I don't think they're a hardcore community member. I think
Som
that
is up till February, I believe. I think they've
Yeah.
extended the lockout till February.
Yo, like, if anyone wants to get a Scarab Lord in Wrath of the Lich King, no one ever opened the gate on Obsidian Edge.
Oh shit. You can do that and then transfer your character to Wrath and then you have Scarab
Yeah.
Lord. That's
Then
sick.
you have Scarab Lord.
Yeah, that's actually dope.
But I'll tell you what, man. Being on Era feels so good. Like, I feel like the buff, not having the buff, is a really positive thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, we have 2 more clips, you guys. We gotta get through these real quick. These are Wrath. These are Wrath, by the way. This is level
Oh, nice.
68.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. This is a very sad clip to watch. Level 68 on Wrath. I know you're not in Northrend, but you're up there, man.
So there, I mean, which Mana Forge is this?
Reading what the disguise does. It's a good sign of quest and like knowledge.
It's just so crazy to me.
Oh man,
The Mana Forges are a no-go in hardcore, you guys. If you're playing a hardcore Wrath character, just don't do Mana Forges. Never do Mana Forges. This is a Death Knight. So, okay, we should probably tell, if you guys are unfamiliar with the hardcore community, the way you get to play a Death Knight in Wrath is by getting another character to level 55, deleting that character, and making a Death Knight. We don't allow you to start as a Death Knight in hardcore. You have to sacrifice a character. So this person has leveled from level 1, deleted their character, and made a Death Knight.
It makes sense, actually. Just so you just don't start with 55 always, you know?
Yep.
dude. I mean, their costume falls off. That's got to be what's happening here, right?
It's a 10-minute costume. I think you can't attack with it though, right? If you attack, it drops.
Well, they're friendly.
Oh, it's the Sentinels.
no!
Carrying.
Is he just not looking? Oh no!
That's an elite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
And then the costume's off because you took damage.
Yeah.
He's trying to fight it, too.
I mean, he's a Death Knight. He can do anything.
Death Knights are pretty strong.
Oh god.
Yeah, Death Knight. That was the whole point. We wanted to preserve the RP of it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Did he want to pull all those mobs? I don't think.
I think he's just based, bro. I think he's just saying it's my time to go. Prudent. Look at, he opened the chat and he's just sitting there, doesn't even know what to type. That's like a 6 seconds. They just sat there looking at the type. Like, what do you say? Didn't realize the mob was elite.
Is he just not looking? Oh no!
That's an elite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yikes.
And then the costume's off because you took damage.
Yeah.
He's trying to fight it too.
I mean, he's a Death Knight. He can do anything.
Death Knights are pretty strong.
Oh god.
Yeah, Death Knight. That was the whole point. We wanted to preserve the RP of it.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Did he want to pull all those mobs? I don't think.
I think he's just based, bro. I think he's just saying it's my time to go. Prudence. Look at, he opened the chat and he's just sitting there, doesn't even know what to type. That's like a 6 seconds. They just sat there looking at the type. Like, what do you say? Didn't realize the mob was elite.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't get over it, man. There are people playing hardcore Wrath right now. A good amount. Look at that. It's an active guild. It's so cool.
Yeah, bro.
So cool. I haven't
Yeah,
touched it
shout outs
at
to the
all.
people
I
who
haven't
are
touched
putting
this
F's in
game
the
at all.
chat for our boy Prudently. It's a roughie. Now, we've seen this clip before, you guys. We watched this on the last episode of F's in Chat, but we'll watch it again. This is Leori.
Oh, dude, no shot. This is Nax.
This is
Yeah,
hardcore,
hardcore Nax.
hardcore
I've never
Nax
seen
Ramus
any of
in
it.
Wrath.
Right now.
And this is EU. So if you guys are interested in raiding in hardcore Wrath of the Lich King, EU is actually a really good place to be. They've got a lot of players balling it up. They've got a raid team set up. They are raiding Wrath of the Lich King, hardcore one life. So this was their 4
Can I
horsemen.
give a hot take though?
Yeah.
You already try to do like Immortal and Undying, and you're so used to trying to do these runs without any deaths. Like, isn't it even hard?
It's very hard. What the fuck?
People, like, people getting Immortal and Dying.
No,
like,
Cars, bro, we are in the same guild. How long
Like, I
did it
feel
take
like
us to get Immortal and Undying?
Yeah, but we didn't really try for it that much. Like the mechanics in Max are so simple though. Like in Wrath, I feel like we're desensitized to it. Is what I'm saying. We've been clearing Max every week, right? That it's like, how do you even die in there anymore? I have to see it. We'll see how
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Yo, what up, George? 4 horsemen, bro.
We can survive. Yeah.
They're down a few. They're down a few horses already. It looks like they killed 1, maybe.
You can swap in the back.
Oh no.
No. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Deleted.
What was it?
What happened? I have 2 money.
Dude, this is also one of those fights where like you can't get out of this room.
No. They went on to finish the fight. By the way, there's 2 deaths.
Wow.
There's
How
2
scary
deaths.
must that be though? Once you see somebody dying,
The-
you think the cookie's head would crumble.
Yeah.
Everybody's just fighting for their life. You think it actually just might be the end for everybody.
Bro, I've been in hardcore raids of 40 people where 2 people die, and I think that we're gonna wipe, right? In
This
a
is way scarier
10
than
man,
10
dude.
Way scarier. than
Way
10 man.
scarier.
Way scarier. 10 man is harder than 10 man is harder than 25, honestly.
Yeah.
For the Undying. Or actually, Immortal's harder, right?
It's tough, bro. We should get some shout outs to the fucking EU boys though, man. They're pumping. They are pumping on that Wrath. And it's fun. But that was the last clip that I had of the night, by the way. I'm just saying.
Oh, you don't have a warrior level 16 warrior clip for Barons?
Oh, don't. Was it not in the Discord? I just grabbed clips from the Discord for this.
No, I didn't. No one clipped it, and I just like logged out immediately.
That must have been so exhilarating, right? Once you see somebody die in a 10 man in Nax, and you know how easily you can wipe at the same time, even though the fights are easy, you're just on the wrong side of the map and you full wipe. Just imagine what's going through their mind once they start seeing people die in 10 man Nax, and you're all just fighting for your life, just every cooldown, scanning everything, and they actually do survive. It's crazy.
Wait, did Nom Nom die?
Did Nom die? Does anyone have a death clip that I didn't? Oh, Tactics died today. We could watch Tactics' death clip if you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was that not in the Discord though? Let me check.
I don't see.
A lot of the times when people die like today, it's difficult for me to.
Oh, Nom Nom died at 72. Oh, yeah, that's different. I was worried he died on his Era Hunter.
Let me look in the.
Yeah, I heard Nom Nom just fell off a mount or something, right? In DBC or in Rat.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Let me open the. By the way, chat. If you guys want your death clips featured on Epson chat, you can always post them in the hardcore Discord. There's a death clips section. There's a highlight clips section. Post your cool shit. Post your deaths if you want them featured.
Inventory
Usually, it's a
full.
really good learning opportunity for people that are just getting into hardcore, like learning. They want to, get some knowledge under their belt.
I can't
It's
carry
definitely
anymore.
worth it.
If we had the add-on for Road to Rag, how did we have so many
Inventory
death
is
clips
full.
still?
I think we should save Tactics' death clip actually till the next episode.
Yeah, we can save it. I think a lot of people are streaming because of like DC deaths and griefs and stuff,
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
and for hype.
yeah. It's
For the
fun too.
hype.
Streaming is fun. Pop your stream
Yeah.
on, go
I
live.
can't carry anymore.
Like I'm one of those people who before I joined hardcore, I was streaming WoW, but I was like a 10 viewer Andy. And I just hardcore is why my stream is where it's at. So if you're someone that's starting out in streaming, not only is it a super fun game mode that I think is fun to watch, the community supports the streamers, I think, really, really well. Maybe better than like any other WoW community.
Oh, for sure. I think it's very true. I think we're gonna call it. I think that's a good episode of Epson Chat, you guys. I'm not.
So rogues need the poison anti-venom so bad. I guess to be able to use Vanish. I mean, how many times do you actually get poisoned in hardcore? Do I have any rogue mains here? Anti-venom is super important for your hardcore runs as a rogue. Like,
Too far away.
what is normally available to you? Like anti-venom up to level 35, and then you need like a world drop anti-venom book to get poisons off. That is kind of a big deal. Pretty often, I just live with it. Stone form? Okay, dwarves are living the good life. The good life. Come through, Trip. Fished up a greater anti-venom book? No, you did not. You can fish up greater anti-venom books? That's crazy. Restorative potion would be nice for EPL. Is restorative pot magic and disease, or is it just magic? I don't remember. What did we use restorative potions for? Or a decurse? Is it all three? Didn't we use it for MC? I don't remember. Lucifron. Yeah, of course. Poison, magic, anchors. It's all three. Filthy. Yeah, AQ40. I stopped raiding whenever AQ came out, unfortunately. I did one raid of AQ, and then I told him, stepping down. Rest in peace, Grace for days. On Scarab.
Inventory is full.
Yo, 2 more days, Ompy. Hey, man, I know it's 1 Eastern. Oh, man, I know that you're, like, on holiday and stuff. I'm telling everybody to just, like, start early if they want to. It's going to be pretty hype, though. It's going to be 1 Eastern. I feel bad for people that wake up the day of, and it's like a community event, and they're trying to re-roll together. Sand Shark level 12 one time. But the community is going to be pretty packed. Good night. A little one tap, one time. We've come a long ways. I'll pour one out for all the sticky. Oh, dude, I haven't done my sticky glue quest. Dude, how am I level 44 and I never got sticky glue? I'm holding on to one more Slumber Sand with my life. Okay, I guess I'm doing sticky glue while I'm here. But I'm coming here for this quest I picked up in Hinterlands. I don't think I've ever completed this quest chain before. I know you're on holiday, so it feels kind of bad that people, that want to get a head start and they got other plans and things going on. But yeah, we're gonna do like a. The way I'm imagining it, I have no idea what's gonna happen, how many people are gonna be in the starting zone, what faction, what race you're gonna roll. I imagine Winky and them are gonna be casting. I think me and Cargos are gonna like try and. We're not gonna play together, but we're gonna kind of stream together. And it'd be kind of cool if we all logged in, went and got the gnome buff right away, had like a little green... Like, I just want to see hundreds of gnomes leveling in Dunmoreau. And it's kind of like a... It kind of signifies if you haven't died or not, if you have the costume on, right? At all times. We'll see. We're going to make a fun event out of it. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, though. We're on the 15th, but I got a level 13 already started. Yeah, and if you guys want to... If you're not going to be around on the 15th or Thursday or Friday, but you're going to play that weekend, go ahead and level a character now and get them ready to do dungeons and stuff. With all the fresh wave of players, you know? Okay, so this is kind of crazy, but we're doing a level 45 quest that sends me back to the starting zone. So if you're just jumping in, I'm supposed to... What am I doing? I'm consulting Master Gaedren. So this guy wants a fresh sample of that venom. To find out where it came from, you must consult a troll who knows the Witherbark well. Oh! So I don't know all the factions. I've kind of been following the pirate faction a little bit. The Blackwater Raiders. Those are all in Booty Bay, right? But we've got the Darkspear Trolls. Master Gaedren. Master Darkspear Troll. Apparently knows about the Witherbark Trolls, and we're going to find out where this anti-venom's coming from. There's something you wish to discuss, Druid. Come sit by me. Ah, so you want fresh venom from the spider of the Witherbarks, yes? Well, sit down. You're not going to like what I have to tell you.
Hey, Culligan. Got a water pitcher for the fam. Pretty safe, huh?
Well, basic water pitchers are passable, whereas a Culligan reverse osmosis system can reduce lead, arsenic, pesticide runoff.
It's not going fast enough. Just done with that.
On the 6th of July 1988, an explosion took place on board the Piper Alpha oil platform situated in the North Sea off the coast of Scotland. It was the beginning of one of the most expensive man-made disasters ever to take place, one which would result in numerous deaths and injuries and change hundreds of lives forever. A later investigation would reveal that, in part, the accident could be traced back to a single misplaced piece of paperwork. The Piper oil field was first discovered in 1973, and little time was wasted in constructing an oil drilling platform to exploit it. The Piper Alpha oil platform was finished and put into operation in less than 4 years, an impressively swift construction process for such a complex build. On board the static platform you would find all the equipment necessary to extract oil and pump it via a pipeline to an oil terminal on the island of Flotta, part of the Orkney Islands. Piper Alpha also received oil via pipelines from other platforms and piped this on for processing. On board there was accommodation and facilities for the platform's staff, who would live on board Piper Alpha for weeks at a time. There were shared bunk rooms, as well as a small canteen, an onboard cinema, and a pool table to help pass any free time workers had. In order to maximize safety, the rig was divided into sections with fireproof walls. The accommodation was, by design, situated as far as possible from the oil processing section. Once in operation, Piper Alpha proved extremely prolific. It could pump as many as 300,000 barrels of oil per day. The rig also dealt with natural gas, which was produced as part of the oil extraction process. Initially, this gas would simply be burned off with a flare. In 1978, however, the rig's operator, Occidental Petroleum Caledonia Limited, got permission to process and export this gas as well. This made the already profitable rig even more valuable, but also meant that gas processing equipment had to be retrofitted into the structure. Unlike the oil processing equipment, it was installed in an area relatively close to the employee accommodation. On the 6th of July 1988, one of 2 pumps that formed part of the gas processing equipment was taken out of service for maintenance. Engineers working on the pump were unable to finish the job in one session, and so capped off the pump with a metal plate that was bolted in place by hand. An engineer then completed the necessary paperwork to inform the next shift that Pump A should not be used under any circumstances. Ideally, he would have handed this paperwork to the manager for the next shift, but as the manager was busy that evening, he instead simply left the paperwork in the control room. At 9:45 p.m, Pump B failed due to a build-up of ice. This pump was the only source of power for the whole rig. If it was not restarted within 30 minutes, there would be a complete power failure. The shift manager checked through the paperwork he had at hand to determine if it was safe to switch Pump A back on. It was, of course, not safe to do so, but the paperwork stating this was not found. The metal plate which capped off the out-of-service pump was difficult to see during a visual inspection, and so there was no reason to suspect that starting the pump would cause any issues. At 9:52 p.m, Pump A was restarted. As gas entered the out-of-service pump, it caused a pressure build-up which ruptured the temporary plate. Gas escaped, triggering multiple alarms. Before anyone had time to react, the escaped gas ignited in a massive explosion that ripped through the control room of the rig. The walls between sections were fireproof, but not blast-proof. Workers in the adjacent employee accommodation section were thrown to the floor or knocked out of their beds by the force of the blast. Meanwhile, many workers within the control room were instantly killed. In any other emergency, it would have been these workers who would have initiated an evacuation. With the control room destroyed, this could not happen. Furthermore, automatic fire suppression systems were not active at the time. These systems drew water from the sea below, and had been switched off so that divers could safely carry out maintenance in the water that day. This combination of factors meant that there was little chance to fight the flames which took hold of the platform, and that the evacuation from it was chaotic. Some workers were able to climb down ropes to lifeboats and life rafts. Others were forced to jump, enduring a fall into water equivalent to jumping from a 40-story building. Many donned life jackets when they realized they would have to evacuate, but were forced to remove them before jumping. Hitting the water while wearing a life jacket could result in serious injuries. Even those who reached the water weren't safe. Oil collected on the surface and caught fire, while burning debris from the disintegrating rig fell around them. Secondary explosions followed the first. In one area, burning oil dripped down onto a platform used by divers. The platform was a metal grating, and the oil should have fallen through and down to the water below, but it was prevented from doing so by rubber matting. This rubber matting had been placed to protect the feet of divers as they worked. Now it caught the burning oil and created a raging fire that heated up an active oil pipeline, causing it to rupture and explode. The semi-submersible vessel Tharos was nearby when the disaster began and rescued several people from the water. It also attempted to use onboard water cannons to fight the flames, but could only do so very cautiously. The cannons were so powerful that they would cause injury if they should accidentally be directed at a person. Also nearby was the Sandhaven, which launched a motorboat to pick up survivors. It successfully collected 6 oil rig workers from the waters below the platform. Unfortunately, as it moved to pick up more survivors, it was destroyed by a secondary explosion. All 6 rescued men and 2 crew members from the Sandhaven were instantly killed. On board the rig, workers had...
Mic on.
That shit's actually so funny. Mats, the Maddox, and the Mash.
had gathered in the accommodation block.
Mic off.
They were surrounded by smoke and flames and could hear and feel the rig beginning to give way. One survivor, Billy Clayton, later recalled his escape. I remember looking around us, and everything around us, even the cranes, were burning, and the helideck was the only option. 7 or 8 of us went up there, and I can remember waving down to the people below, and they were waving back up, but we couldn't do anything for each other. I was looking down when there was another fireball below us. I fell back and everybody went different ways. There were two men holding on to each other, running out of the smoke, and I saw another guy in a white t-shirt just staring ahead. I told him he had to move, but he just kept staring, completely still. The last thing I remember is the orange blur of the lifeboat going past me. Then I woke up, floating face up in the water with this huge burning orange fire above me. I knew I had to get away, so just kept swimming as much as I could until I found someone else floating in the water. I grabbed onto him, chatting away, looking for help. We found a boat and I helped them haul in the guy I'd been floating with. It was only then I realized he was dead. It hadn't dawned on me at all. At 11:50 p.m, the platform collapsed and sank into the North Sea. The search for survivors continued into the next day, and the search for bodies went on for weeks after that. In total, the disaster had taken 167 lives and caused life-changing injuries and trauma to almost all of the 61 survivors. It took 3 weeks for the fire to be fully extinguished. The inquiry which followed revealed a series of issues that complicated and worsened the disaster. Not least among these was that other nearby rigs did not immediately stop pumping oil to Piper Alpha, as workers were uncertain whether they had the authority to stop operations. The rig's operator, Occidental, was criticised for having inadequate safety and maintenance processes, but faced no criminal charges. Over 100 recommendations were made to operators in the North Sea oil industry, covering everything from worker training to clear communication. Additionally, responsibility for safety in the North Sea oil fields was passed to the Health and Safety Executive, an organisation solely concerned with safety, where previously it had been managed by the UK Department of Energy, an organisation which had been concerned with both safety and productivity. The workers who survived the disaster have gone on to form the Piper Alpha Families and Survivors Association, which campaigns on safety issues that affect workers in the North Sea oil industry. On the 3rd anniversary of the disaster, a memorial statue was unveiled in Aberdeen. It depicts 3 oil workers, one of which is modelled after a survivor of the disaster. Oil extraction continues to this day in the Piper oil field. Piper Alpha has been replaced by a more modern platform, Piper Bravo. While oil extraction will always be a difficult and dangerous job, the people who work there now do so in safer conditions than they otherwise might have in 1988.
Hey guys, real quick, let me give you a tip on Udemy. It's a big online learning platform with video courses in thousands of topics from IT to development to marketing to how to make video games. And it's not just videos. A lot of their courses offer practice exercises and quizzes and Q&A. So you're not just watching, you're really learning. You know, Udemy does offer a satisfaction guarantee on all of their courses, but trust me, you're not even gonna need it because they have fantastic instructors with real world experience. And what they teach you can help you accomplish your goals, whether it's a new job or a promotion or even just a new hobby. Learning can literally change your life, so do not miss out. Find the perfect course for you.
On the 9th of July 1964, United Airlines Flight 823 took off from Philadelphia International Airport, bound for Huntsville International Airport in Alabama. Neither it nor any of the passengers or crew ever reached the intended destination. The exact details of what happened on board that flight remain a mystery to this day, one that, despite much patient investigation, may never be definitively solved. The Vickers Viscount airliner was first produced in Britain in 1953. With World War II over, there was less need